Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. And you have the super team of sports talking with y'all on one half of it. Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian, here checking in with my main man, my partner in crime, 6 foot and under post-up champ. Tell him who you are.
What's good people? It's the other A in AA Sports, your boy Uncle Hate, broadcasting here live on a Thursday with our picks and predictions for week number 5 of the NFL. What's good, homie?
Oh, man, I can't call it already. Get this on the road so we can go enjoy some playoff baseball. The Braves play tonight. The Brewers and the Rockies in a nice little battle right now. The Brewers is up all game, and the Rockies tied it up in the ninth. So unless the Brewers pull something off in the bottom of the ninth, that's about to go to extra innings. And then
that Braves game ain't going off till like 1 in the morning.
It's coming on at 8:30, so yeah. 12. I'm probably midnight or so, depending on how the pitchers are going.
Yeah.
If it becomes a pitching battle, then it can move along a little quickly. But if they start scoring runs, yeah, it could get drawn out.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, good people, we appreciate y'all tuning in and watching as always. Those of you guys that listen to us on the audio platforms, whether it be iTunes or Spreaker, continue to like and subscribe, leave some comments on those platforms. And if you like to watch on the YouTube channel, continue to do so as well and leave some comments there. All platforms you can find us at AA Sportscast, straight sports, no chaser.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to get into our Week 5 picks tonight, as we just stated. Also, we are going to give our Power 5. It's the quarter mark of the season. 4 weeks have passed, so we're going to give y'all our top 5 teams. Those of you guys watching on the YouTube channel, as you can see, Hayden's wearing the crown this week. He won our head-to-head matchup in the picks last week, 2-1, winning the what's the hell's game? You won the Texans over the Colts game and the Lions. No, I'm sorry, I won that one. Cowboys over the Lions, but you won the Bears over the Bucks. Overall, last week I went 8-7. Hayden, you went 9-6. That brings our overall totals to Hayden still in the lead. He has a record of 36, 25-2, and I am at 30, 31-2. So still got some room to make up, but it's a marathon, so we got plenty of time.
I think I'm gonna be aggressive tonight, so you might make up some space on me this week.
Hey, I know you're gonna have a couple of weeks where you jump off that bridge, and I'm just gonna sit back, you know. I'm gonna sit back and dink and dunk my way down the field. You know.
So you gonna be checked down, Charlie, and I'm gonna be Mahomes. I'm just throwing the ball down the field trying to win now.
Hey, you know, I know you gonna go for them. You gonna go for them drives at them 4 to 6 play drives. I'm content with them 12 to 15 play drives. You know, as long as we get the result that we're trying to get in. So let's jump right on into it. Just for no reason at all, I will acknowledge it, because some of these little national holidays that be coming up, you know, we see them online or whatever. You're like, who the hell keeps making up this shit? Every day it's a different national holiday.
Yeah, it really is.
Today happened to be National Taco Day and National Vodka Day. So I'm celebrating. Got my red cup, got my vodka and tonic, and we're gonna give y'all these picks. I'm gonna watch me some sports tonight. So there it is.
Don't it seem like it would have been Tequila Day the same day it was Vodka Day? Taco Day.
You know, who knows, man? I think Tequila Day already passed. I can't tell you when it was, but
yeah, I remember Margarita Day, but you know,
seemed
like it would have went that way.
It might be coming up tomorrow. Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows? All right, so we're gonna jump into this first game, Thursday night matchup, Week 5, kicking off Week 5. Andrew Luck and the Colts visiting the Patriots in New England to take on Tom Brady and them boys. Julian Edelman is back this week. Gronk is active. You know, he had a little injury that he went out with last week, but he's in there this week. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I got the Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah, after the Colts kind of gave that game away last week, I don't see any reason to pick them this week myself.
Yeah, that, and then when Ty got declared out yesterday, I'm like, they don't even have a chance. So
very true, very true, very true. And the run game is still non-existent. So
yeah,
I know I asked
Patriots
you earlier
tonight.
I know I asked you earlier what was the over under on. Well, what did I set it at? 55
50 passes.
50 passes over and under for Andrew Luck pass attempts tonight.
Easily over 50 to me.
Going over? I'm
gonna
go
at least 50 or more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly over. Just the fact I think they're gonna be down in this game. They have no run game
at all.
So that's gonna cause them to have to throw a lot. Now Robert Turbin is back from suspension this week too. You got a lot of people coming off 4-game suspension this week, so maybe he can give them somewhat of a run game.
Yeah,
probably not tonight, but going forward, he's gonna have to. Somebody's gonna have to give them something.
Right.
So we'll see, or maybe they'll trade for a certain guy in Pittsburgh.
Edgerrin James ain't walking through that door.
Hey, Edge may not be, but they left Bell chilling and he fresh.
Why not go get McCoy? What would Buffalo want for him at this point?
I don't know. I don't. You know how football goes, but you don't really see too many trades.
Yeah.
They got a deadline. It's there, but you really don't see too much.
I mean,
movement.
That shit is like over with up there in Buffalo at this point, man. If somebody offered me a hot 5 right now, you can have them. At this point,
I mean, if you're gonna take a 5th round pick for Shady, you might as well just cut him and give him away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But speaking of the Buffalo Bills, they are our next game on the docket. They will be hosting the Tennessee Titans this week. Who? I think Mariota's still at quarterback, right?
Yeah, he came back and played well last week against Philadelphia.
I'm saying they're coming off an upset to a certain degree over Philly last week. I think they'll ride the wave and go into Buffalo and win.
I feel like they're going to win too, but I don't think it's going to be like an easy win. You know what I'm saying? This be that type of trap-ass game where they go up there and take these dudes lightly and it actually be tight. But they're going to win, though. Give me Tennessee.
All right. Next up, good game. I kind of wish this game was in prime time, but it's a 1 o'clock game. The Atlanta Falcons going into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Both teams coming off losses. Both teams are leaking on the defensive end. What you got, Hate? Is it a must-win for both? I think it's a must-win for both.
It's a must-win for both. And just to piggyback off what you just said, they need that flex scheduling now. I'd much rather see this game at 8 o'clock than Dakota and them against Houston. But, Dallas gets Sunday night games. Like, they've had 2 already. But I'm going to go Pittsburgh because it's at home. Just because it's at home. It's a must-win for both.
Okay. All right. So I am taking the Falcons in this game. Both, like I said, both defenses are leaking right now. But I think offensively, the Falcons are doing better right now than what Pittsburgh is doing. So I'm expecting a shootout. It may be 51-49. But I'm gonna take the Falcons. I'm gonna take the Falcons, even though they are 1-3.
Pick it off. It's really not. I'm just banking off of this home thing, and I mean, you know me, it has to click at some point. I always be expecting it to click. They played terrible last Sunday night, but they put up 14 points in that game. But they were playing a real defense. They're not playing a real defense this week. So AB has to get off Sunday. He has to.
Right. He's going to have to. The reason I'm taking the Falcons is I think they have lost to better competition within their 4 games. So
if they lay down an 8 this week, Pittsburgh, at home, boy, that would be terrible. But I'm with you. We'll see what happens.
All right. Next up, we got the Broncos coming off a tough L Monday night to the Chiefs. They are going to New York to take on Sam Darnold and the Jets. I'm taking the Broncos in this game, even coming off of the loss. I think I like what I saw from the defense and the run game.
Yeah.
And, if Case Keenum can, hit a wide open receiver, they would have they would have won last week. So,
absolutely.
I'm expecting them to be able to beat the Jets. Everybody was high on the Jets after that first win after the first week.
That seemed like a long time ago, don't it?
A long time ago. They didn't drop 3 straight. So we're gonna see what they do. But tell me what you got with them. You taking Sam Darnold on them boys?
I thought about it. I was gambling, but now I'm gonna go with Denver. The defense did their part, and the Jets don't have Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, and Kareem Hunt, so they'll
Right.
be okay. I'm taking
Okay.
Denver.
All right. Cool. Speaking of the Chiefs, they up next. Now this could be game of the week. Uh,
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars, aka the Savages, like we like to call them here, AA Sports.
Yes,
But the
sir.
Jaguars going into Arrowhead to take on high flying offense, Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's going to be a good game. Some of y'all might have heard Jalen Ramsey's comments today, letting everyone know that, hey, this is not a Jalen Ramsey, Tyreek Hill, or wide receiver cornerback matchup. Tyreek Hill, who made his All-Pro and his Pro Bowl appearances off being a return specialist. He made sure that everybody knew that. So I don't ever want Jalen Ramsey to change. I know I've said that multiple times on this show throughout the weeks, but I don't ever want him to change.
Me neither.
So with that said, though, I am expecting the Chiefs and Andy Reid to be able to even out scheme this great defense. I think it's just too many weapons at the end of the day. So I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Savages.
All right, cool. Think Blake gonna give us. It's gonna be a good week for Blake.
The way I look at it,
it's gotta be.
It has to be. But the way I look at it, the Chiefs ain't stopping nobody either. TJ Yeldon should be solid enough. I don't like Jacksonville's wide receivers, but I'm just expecting this is going to be the best defense that Mahomes has seen. Well, yeah, they're better than Denver. This will be the best defense he's seen this year, and they're motivated. So they want to go in there. The way these cats move, they want to go in there and knock these dudes out. They're going to show him what they like to call it, all the exotic blitzes and everything. They're going to throw everything at him. So I'm going to take the Savages in this one.
All right. So next up, we have the Green Bay Packers. I'm sorry. Green Bay going into Detroit to take on the Jekyll and Hyde Detroit Lions. You don't know what the hell you're going to get from this team from week to week. I went back and forth for this game. I'm going to take Aaron and the Packers just because they usually do dominate the Packers. And as I can see you writing down your pick, you were waiting for me to pick, so I'm assuming you're taking the Lions.
Yeah, I already had them lined up. I like to circle my different picks than yours, but I got a feeling that I don't like what I'm seeing from Green Bay this year. I really don't, and it don't help that he's hurt. But Detroit normally plays better at home. I got a feeling that Detroit's going to win this game. I mean, like you said, it's Jekyll and Hyde. They played up to the Patriots. They should have beat Dallas last week. They should have. So I'm going with Detroit in this game.
Okay. Next up, we got the Ravens going into Cleveland to take on the much improved Browns, even though they still, handing out some L's. They should have won last week to me.
Should have won last week.
But they blew a 14-point lead. I'm taking the Ravens. I like what Flacco's doing right now. I've been skeptical of them the last couple weeks. So I'm taking them this week, which probably means they'll lose, but we're going to see what happens.
I got a feeling I'm going to go with Baker and them this week.
Okay.
Home game. The defense is legit. I'm saying they're legit and they gave up 45 points last Sunday, but that was a marathon. But I think this is a rivalry game at home, and it seems like the game he needs to win. It seems like it. Carlos Hyde's running hard. Yeah, give me the Browns.
Okay. All right. So next up, this ain't gonna take long. We got the New York Giants coming into your Carolina Panthers. I got Cam and the Panthers coming off a bye week. If y'all let Ed coming off a bye against the Giants, we got a lot to talk about next week on Tuesday's show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be pleased if we lose to these suckers. But our defense is legit. We got Eric Reed coming in. I think we're gonna be straight. Give me Carolina, of course.
Thomas Davis coming back off the suspension, right?
Forgot about that. Yeah, we get him back too. So yeah.
All right, there you go. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins going into Cincinnati to take on the hot Bengals. We said earlier on Tuesday's show that we like what the Bengals are doing right now. Andy Dalton playing some real good football.
Yeah.
I meant to take a look to see if Joe Mixon is back practicing. He practicing? Okay.
Yeah.
So he may.
Gio is out. So ain't that funny? Gio's out. Mixon's
Mhm.
practicing. So he gonna play Sunday. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. You got the Dolphins?
Nah, I'm taking Cincinnati. No
All right.
sir.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati as well. I don't give a damn if the Dolphins are 3-1. Last week was one loss, and we're gonna see how many L's they roll off in a row.
Yeah, I mean, but that one loss was like a real bad loss. I mean, they went up there and got their ass kicked last Sunday. 3-0, and you go in there and lay an egg like that. Yeah, give me Cincy at home.
They beat 3 suckers too, though. So that was kind of
exactly. Yeah.
They weren't a true 3-0.
Right.
All right. Next up, we got
That's
the
a
Oakland.
good question. We'll get. Actually, how do we quantify suckers when they lose? When they beat suckers? Could we give them like a half a win when teams beat suckers?
come up with our own standings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you beat a team under 500, they only count for half a win.
Right.
If you know what I'm saying? If you were 500 and below team and you beat a team that's 500 or better, maybe you get a point and a half. I don't know.
That sounds good.
Come up with a different system.
That sounds good to me.
You know what I'm saying? Fax that shit over to the league office. Like, hey, y'all need to consider this. Y'all changing everything else. Y'all need to consider this.
We can't be giving credit for beating suckers. That's just not a good look. So.
Hey, we got to do something. They didn't shrunk the overtime time frame from 15 minutes down to 10, so it's giving us a lot more ties. We need to do something else to combat them half games. So
there you go.
There you go. Let's see. Next up, we got the Oakland Raiders taking on the LA Chargers in LA. The Chargers looked for bits and pieces last week. They looked a little shaky against us, but they pulled it out. I think they will beat the Raiders this week. Yeah. I wasn't. They went toe-to-toe with the Browns last week, but they gave up a lot of points in the process. And I don't think the Chargers are going to give up 40-plus points at home.
Hey, NFL, guard Jared Cook. He's like all they have right now. You might want to put a body on him. Everybody else, you can play single coverage, but you might want to guard Jared Cook. John Gruden likes throwing the ball to him. I'm just saying. Give me the Chargers as well.
Okay. All right, cool. And in the Chargers games, you can't even really call them home games right now.
Right.
Because
they sharing the stadium with the Rams, right?
No, they playing at Carson Arena or Stadium, that little bitty ass soccer field.
Oh, that's right. The new stadium they're gonna be sharing.
The new stadium they're gonna be sharing, but right now they playing at that little StubHub Arena, Carson somewhere. StubHub.
You're right. Yeah.
It's a little small field, and last week it looked like a 49ers home game to me.
Right. But y'all travel though. Y'all travel well.
It wasn't far though from San Francisco to LA.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to be the same this week. I'm looking forward to be more Raiders fans in there than Chargers fans.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The Chargers are having a really tough time right now with LA. I don't know if I don't want to say accepting them, but the Rams are the hot ticket right now in LA.
That's it. They little brother. They're the Clippers to their Lakers at this point.
There you go. Excellent example. All right, next up, speaking of my 49ers, we will be hosting the Cardinals. Josh Rosen coming in, getting his second start, going up against ain't no Rudy Poo, CJ Beathard and my Niners. We're going to pull this one out. I ain't even worried about the Cardinals.
I'm going to take y'all in this game because Larry Fitzgerald looks old this year. They don't have much else on offense, and the defense ain't good either. So, yeah, y'all can get this one.
All right. I need my defense to tackle better, though. You know what I'm saying? I really need y'all to tackle better. Y'all are among the league worst in tackling. Can't have that. Next up, another sexy game. The Vikings going into Philly to take on the Eagles. Now, Minnesota's defense has been not up to par from what we expected and are used to from them over the last couple of seasons. So we're going to see how that go. You got an upset. You got the home team and Carson Wentz. Tell me what you got.
I'm going to take Philly. I just don't – until the Vikings defense shows up, it ain't Kirk Cousins' fault. They putting up points. Well, outside of Buffalo, they're putting up points. Just they can't stop no damn body. That seems to be the trend in the league this year. Nobody's stopping nobody unless you're playing Buffalo or somebody to that nature. Nobody's stopping nobody. So give me Philly.
Okay. I'm taking the Vikings. Philly's got some secondary issues going on right now. And with Thielen, as long as Thielen and Diggs are there, I think that gives the Vikings a great chance. They were in that game last week. Could have pulled something off against the Rams, but didn't. So I think the Vikings are gonna pull this one out this week. So I'm taking them. You're taking Philly and the Eagles.
It just feels like they've underachieved to be 2-2. I mean, we know they didn't have Wentz early, so I'm expecting a pride game at home, playing a team that they have to beat them to go to the Super Bowl. I feel like they're gonna play better this week.
Yeah,
it's possible, but
I'm expecting both teams to play better this week. Both of them coming off a loss. Philly probably feels a little more embarrassed losing to Tennessee.
Right.
So we're gonna see.
Absolutely.
Vikings kind of got a mini bye last week by playing on Thursday, so they should be, even though they're traveling, they should be pretty fresh.
Right.
We're gonna see. Next up, speaking of the Rams, got the LA Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Last couple times, I think the Rams have beat their ass even in Seattle. I don't expect it to change this week. I'm taking the Rams.
Rams.
Okay. Next up, Battle of Texas, Sunday night game. Dakota and the Cowboys. I'm sorry, this is not Dakota's team. Zeke and the Cowboys.
There you go.
Going into Houston to take on the Texans. Texans coming off their first win, pulling one out. I think they're going to ride that. Continue to ride J.J. Watt and Clowney on defense. Be able to do enough to shut down Zeke in the run game. I don't think he's going to have 200 plus yards this week.
No, sir.
I don't think they have anybody that's going to be able to stop DeAndre Hopkins.
No,
I'm
sir.
taking the Texans.
Yeah, give me the Texans. Yeah, give me the Texans.
Yeah, I can't ride that Cowboy wave too many weeks because eventually that shit's gonna bite me in the ass. So I think it's time for me to switch. I think I picked in the last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks. Yeah. Hey, shout out to J.J. Watt. I said you was on that shit and you was playing like a sucker, but you won Defensive Player of the Month. So shout out to J.J. Watt. You got it done.
Yeah, he just stepped up the last 2 weeks. I can't even front. But like we said,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. He powered up on him.
Hey. For those of y'all listening, for those of y'all listening on iTunes and Spreaker and wondering what the hell just happened, you have to watch the YouTube. You have to watch the YouTube channel for that.
We said it first. When that suspension come down, y'all heard it here first. So we've been saying it for a year.
They juicing. All right, last game of the week, Monday night game. Who scheduled this shit? Watch the Redskins going into New Orleans to take on the Saints. I don't know what the spread is on this game, but I'm expecting the Saints to win by 2 touchdowns, quite honestly.
Man, that stadium is going to be so crazy. Drew Brees only needs like 200 to be like the all-time yards leader. They're going to go ham in that stadium. I mean, Washington.
Not only does he only need 200 plus yards or whatever to take over the all-time passing yard lead, but I think if he throws 4 touchdowns, then he'll get to 500. 3 or 4 touchdowns. Him and Brady got a chance to get their 500 touchdowns this week. So Brady could get his tonight. He's already thrown for 1. Breeze could get his on Sunday. He will get that passing yard.
Yeah.
He's going to get that for sure. I don't know if he'll get the 4 touchdowns that's needed. But nonetheless, I'm taking them to beat the Redskins. You taking anything different?
Oh, nah. That's Saints. I'm telling you, man. It's funny because I felt like we talked about it around playoffs last year. If Breeze would have got that second Super Bowl, it's a lot to be said about this cat, man. He done balled. Don't it seem like it's like under the radar that he's put up the numbers he's put up?
I mean, I think people recognize it when it comes to them winning more than 1 chip, though. Is sometimes the defense ain't there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me ask you this. In their prime, if you had 1 game to win, I know we're about to get out of here. You had 1 game to win, Drew Brees or Peyton Manning? In their prime. That's tough, ain't it?
Nah.
Well, we saw them in the Super Bowl, technically. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we did. But I'm looking. Even though Payton got 2.
I'm not even counting that second one, technically, because, he beat us, but he was washed by the time they got to that second one.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have won it without him.
Yeah, it wouldn't have. Brock wouldn't have did shit.
Yeah, they wouldn't have won it without him. But no, I'm just looking at Brady I'm not Brady, but I'm looking at Peyton in his prime, how many times he didn't cash out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying in the playoffs. He was good in the regular season. But
Right.
it was talk. It was that Marino talk was starting to happen before
Right.
he won that one.
Exactly.
But I think I might have to lean Breeze on that.
I'm kind of feeling that same energy.
I think I might have to lean Breeze on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just based on that. As good as Peyton Manning is, he probably should have more than 2 Super Bowls.
And they're saying that about Aaron Rodgers. Peyton should have had more. I mean, he should have had more, but we'll see.
The only difference between those two, to me, is that Aaron hasn't had the defenses, running game, offensive line. It's always something that's lacking. Okay, it's always something else that's lacking with Aaron. Peyton has had more complete teams.
General manager didn't want to sign free agents; just keep it in house.
You had 2 guns, Harvin Maris and all that time with Reggie Wayne. You had great backs. You had great pass rushers on defense.
Bob Sanders back in that secondary.
They should have got more than one in Indy is all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But, hey, it is what it is. So
yes, sir.
That caps our picks. This is going to be a very interesting week. We have the Falcons and the Steelers game different. We've got the Jags and the Chiefs, Packers, Lions, Ravens, Browns. I think there's one more, Vikings, Eagles. So that's 6 games, right?
5.
5 games different. So either next week, people, I'm going to be way behind and going for number 1 pick next year, or are we going to tighten this thing going up? It's going to be very interesting, very interesting. So
this is what you took the Vikings in that game. I'm surprised at that one.
I went back and forth with it a little bit, but so for the reasons I stated, that's why I picked them. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. So before we get up out of here, people, we are now going to give our Power 5.
Yes, sir.
Top 5 teams that we think are in the league. Now, with me, I purposely did not look at any ESPN, NFL Network lists and then kind of arrange it off that, because their list really comes from the start of the season, how they rank teams coming into the season, which partly is based on last year.
Right.
I did what I thought college football should do, is forget all the preseason polls and all that shit. When it's time to rank them fresh.
Now. Right.
Just look at it now. So that's how I kind of tried to rank mine. I'm pretty sure you probably did some of the same. So go ahead and give us your top Power 5 in the NFL this week.
All right. Number 1, Rams. Number 2, Chiefs. Savages at 3. I like the Saints at 4, and I like the Bengals at 5. They got 2 quality wins against the Ravens in Atlanta. The Colts were first game of the season. Yeah, I couldn't see putting New England or I seen Carolina on one of these lists at 5, but give me Cincy at 5.
Okay. Actually, we pretty much got the same teams. I think a little different order. I have the Rams at 1. I think offensively and what they can provide on defense, I think they are a little bit more complete than the Chiefs. Basically, the Chiefs gets number 2 just because of their lack of defense right now.
Right.
So I got the Chiefs coming in at 2. I got the Jags coming in at 3. They got the stout defense, but you never can tell what's going on with their offense. Which is why I got them at 3. Now I got the Bengals over the Saints for the 4 or 5 spot. I got the Bengals at 4. I just think they've beaten better teams so far than the Saints have.
Saints only have really 1 quality win if you really count it, Atlanta.
Right, and they struggled with the Browns, and they lost their first game at home to, I forget who it was.
Fitzmagic put up 50 and 48 on them.
To the Bucks. So
let me ask you this real quick. The Rams wins, Oakland, Arizona, the Chargers, Minnesota. The Chiefs wins, Chargers, Denver, Pittsburgh, and the 49ers. That's tight, man. That's real tight, but I feel like the Chargers are more – the Rams are more complete, way more complete. So.
Yeah, that's why I give them the edge. So I took into consideration who they played, but for those first 2 time slots, first 2 slots rather, I just looked at what I thought, like you said, a more complete team. Now, we will see when they made up, I think November 11th, November 9th, somewhere around there, first or second week in November, they play.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait for that.
Well, that's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a great game. Marcus Peters, he's already back in the lineup. He ain't really get no time. Talib should be back, I believe. No, did he on IR?
No, yeah, designated to return, though.
Okay. Well, but that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. And like you said, we're going to see the Jags and Chiefs this week. So we got some good. It's going to be some good matchups going on in the NFL this week and for the weeks to come. So,
all right, worst team in the league. Last question: is it the Bills or the Cardinals to you?
Shit. I'm gonna have to give it to Arizona. I wanted to say Buffalo, but I had to think. Well, they did
I don't
go
like
up.
much on that Arizona team. I really don't.
They did go up. The Buffalo Bills did go up to Minnesota and win in Minnesota.
Yeah,
And a lot of people got Minnesota in their Super Bowl. So just for that alone, I have to give
this guy.
Yeah, I have to give the Bills a slight edge over Arizona. Yeah, Arizona's struggling to score points and just pretty much do anything right now, which is why I would be highly pissed off come next Tuesday if we lose to them this week.
Man, I'm hoping that shit happens.
Hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I know you're worried about OBJ going ham. He ain't had a great game yet.
Bruh, I'm not stressing. I'm not worried at all. He's throwing over 60%. Check down Charlie. We getting Thomas Davis back. Curtis Samuel might be healthy for a game. You know, Olsen, he's coming back. Oh, I want you to put a poll up on the Twitter page. Can we get anybody else for Monday Night Football? I can't let it go. I want the people to we need somebody else. Anybody.
Oh, talking about
who do the people want?
Jason Witten, horrible man. I wonder how long that contract is.
Oh, he's there. He's there.
You know, Dennis Miller had a contract, and they terminated that shit after 1 year. So.
That'd be a win for him. Maybe he's trying to suck to get that money. Go home, go coach at Tennessee. They're gonna pay him. But let's get out of here.
Yeah, I just think they need to. I like Romo, but everybody can't hop. Everybody can't hop from the field to the booth. I mean, it's like what? He ain't served no internship. He ain't have to pay no dues. Nothing. Just
nothing.
Off the pads and go straight to Monday Night Football.
He gave Jerry that 5 p.m. notice, like I'm not coming back tomorrow, and walked into the booth.
I mean, they should have put his ass on Thursday night games at least first.
At least. I mean, there's nobody else available. Nobody.
Mike Tirico probably sitting back laughing.
Right. I mean, nobody. Come on, people.
All right, there it is. All right, people. So we're going to get on up out of here again. We're going to go enjoy the rest of this football game. I'm probably be watching both baseball games if one of them is not over already. But there it is. Hey, tell these people where to reach you at on social media so we can get up out of here.
At RK6000, holla at me. I talk sports.
All right, you can holla at your boy at Diego Barish on Twitter. Also, don't forget, check out the AA Sportscast IG page. That's on the poppin'. We on Facebook. Also, subscribe to the Urban Arena page on Facebook as well. Shout out to the crew doing big things. And we will see y'all on next week.
Yes, sir.
Drive safe, get an Uber, all that shit.
There you go.
All right, there it is, baby. AA Sports, straight sports notation. We up out of here. Y'all have a good weekend. Be easy. Peace.
Peace.